And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God, we got another one for you there, buddy. Got another good crypto. This one, I think something's coming. 2 months ago, I've been a fan of ZK Sync for a while. And 2 months ago, Vitalik Buterin was talking about it. He said it's way underrated. ZK Sync went from 3 cents to 7 or whatever it was. And then eventually goes back down. You see, people are going to get wrecked. They're getting wrecked now. Right now is a perfect opportunity to get in on all this cheap crypto. It's amazing. Now, people that don't watch Crypto Hulk Show, they're scared. For some reason, they're scared. When I see prices like this, it's so encouraging. I've got good amounts of crypto now. It's like 50% off sales, 60% off, even more. It's truly amazing. I'm going to have to start selling my children. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, I'm telling you. The prices now are absolutely fabulous. If you look down below the channel, you'll see a Caleb Brown link. I have gold and silver for sale. There's the Crypto Hulk lawyer. The Crypto Hulk lawyer is there to put together a plan for you. When your government, and they're doing it now, they're telling us they're going to come out with the Genius Act and all these crypto laws. They're going to legislate stuff and try to take your crypto from you. I'm just letting you know, because you're not supposed to be rich, and you need to be poor and destitute and asking your government, please, sir, can I have more? That's what they want. They want you to be beggars. And what my show, the reason it's the most heavily shadow banned crypto show on the planet is because my show is the anti-crypto channel. Completely opposite of any other channel online. Let's start here. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about finances. I'm the worst person you never want to listen to, get a phone call from, anything. I'll tell you what, for the past 5.5 years, I haven't slept. I take drugs, heroin, cocaine, peyote, LSD, morphine, Demerol, everything. I'm just high 24/7. If you get any kind of a text from me, a phone call, anything you hear, it's totally drug induced. Run right now. Run. Okay, there you go. Curly Crypto said Kevin Brown found some of my lost crypto, and I was able to put it into my account. Took them 10 minutes. It was amazing. Don't forget about the 8 ball. Oh my God. So ZK Sync. Let us go to the article that started it all. Now, 2 months ago, Vitalik Buterin, now, Ethereum's going through a transformation right now. I really believe the government's behind all these cryptos. They are, because they're trying to get control of the whole entire world to make us slaves. This is what's coming. This is the end of the world as a free society, if we want to call it that. Now, 2 months ago, Vitalik Buterin's talking about ZK Sync in a post. He calls it like one of the most underrated cryptos, or it's a very underrated crypto. It caused the price of ZK Sync to go up temporarily. And now I had ZK Sync 2 months ago. I did something I'm not supposed to do. Well, I usually do that a lot. Well, in my past, I did that a lot. And even now, I still kind of do. We'll get to the point, Crypto Hulk. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know where that was going. So he's talking about ZK Sync. I'm telling you what, one day, maybe two at the most, I take my ZK Sync, I sell it off, I buy Stellar, thinking that ZK Sync hasn't done shit for 3, 4, 5 months. I think I can go buy something and swap it out. And not more than one day, maybe 2 days later, Vitalik Buterin talks about it, and that motherfucking shit skyrockets. I'm like, fuck me. And I'm thinking, damn it, is this when ZK Sync doesn't go back down to normal price? It stays up? Because I know Ethereum's going through the Fukasaja, Fukajawa, or whatever it is, some kind of a fucky rework of Ethereum. So they're going to have an upgrade. And I'm like, fuck, did I mess? I never should have touched it. I never should have sold one thing. That was my rule on Caleb and Brown. That is my rule. I gotta say it in the affirmative positive. That is my rule. So I bought some Stellar and thinking that when I get my allowance again next month, I'll just buy it back. Because I mean, it was just sitting there, and then boom, it takes off. I'm like, fucker. That was ZK Sync. I'm like, damn it. So it took me about 2 months, and then now the price is back down into the 3-cent range or whatever it was when I first got it a long time ago. I said, okay, don't ever do that again. That's a bad move. All right. Here's an article here about Ethereum and the ZK Secret Santa. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Oh, I'm telling you, here's the article. It deals with ZK. Vitalik tried to tell you, but people bought it, and then I made a little bit of money, and they sold it off just to make that little bit of money. Ethereum developers push ZK Secret Santa system. Oh, shit. And I'll tell you what. 2 days ago, I went back and I bought up that ZK Sync right away. On the first of the month, 2 days ago, I got my crypto allowance, and that's the first thing I bought, ZK Sync. I bought it back. Now, I don't know what the odds of all this shit are. I know that a lot of times it appears to be just a coincidence, Crypto Hulk, just a coincidence. But like the day I sell my ZK Sync to get Ethereum, it wasn't that much. Then all of a sudden, Vitalik Buterin's talking about ZK Sync. I'm like, damn it. So then I learned my lesson. I buy it back. And good thing I did, because now Ethereum developers are pushing ZK Secret Santa system. Oh, really? They're talking about a ZK, not Sync, but ZK Santa? Interesting. Very. Now I'll be patiently waiting, because the way that it's just looking like I'm supposed to keep this thing, okay? It's proposed. It's a brand new protocol. It uses what? Zero knowledge proofs. Now, I wonder if this has anything to do with ZK Sync that he was talking about 2 months ago. I don't know. I don't think there's any similarities, Crypto Hulk. I just don't see any similarities, Crypto Hulk, between when Vitalik Buterin talks about ZK Sync and now Vitalik's coming out with a ZK Secret Santa. I don't think it's the same thing, Crypto Hulk. I checked on Grok. It doesn't have any relationship. Okay, we're going to keep moving forward here. You can sit in the back of the bus because you're one of those dumb kids. All the smart kids up here with the bus driver. Ethereum developers are working on a zero knowledge. Oh, I bet you they are. And I bet you they're working on a certain crypto. Ethereum developers, oh yeah, by the way, at ZK Sync, there's a lot of Ethereum developers there that moved over from Ethereum to work at ZK Sync. Just a coincidence. Doesn't prove causation, Crypto Hulk. Doesn't prove causation. Didn't say it did. It's a total coincidence they're at ZK Sync. Okay. Ethereum developers are working on zero knowledge protocol to enhance privacy in on-chain transactions, starting with a secret Santa style matching system. The protocol uses zero knowledge proofs and transaction relayers to maintain anonymity and prevent Sybil attacks. That's SYBIL, attacks in blockchain transactions. So we're looking at a privacy coin, a privacy platform. Oh, made by Ethereum developers. It doesn't get much bigger than that, does it? Let's keep reading. This is starting to sound kind of interesting, Crypto Hulk. Maybe, Crypto Hulk, this is how they're trading cryptos and manipulating the market. Nobody knows. Oh. The initiative is part of a larger effort to create privacy frameworks for Ethereum. Applicable in areas like anonymous voting and private token distributions. Wait. Private token distributions. So like how Ripple might be able to just send companies crypto privately without anybody knowing. And then we just wonder, how does the price stay so low? We're not seeing any sell-offs. Maybe Crypto Hulk wanted you to see this because there's private token distributions going on, manipulating the prices of these cryptos. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. No wonder we're not rich yet. Ethereum developers are redefining a zero knowledge protocol. Oh, really? They're redefining. So it doesn't mean... Now, let's look. If you have something, you refine it. Like you have gold, and then you refine gold to make it more pure. You already have it. It's not we're creating. It doesn't say we are creating a zero knowledge protocol. It says they're refining it. Let's pay attention to the exact verbiage here. This verb, refine, refining. They are refining currently. That means there is a zero knowledge protocol. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Could it be zero? Is it ZK Sync, Crypto Hulk? Oh, I don't know. No, it's not. For you, it's not. There's no coincidence. I don't know how you're drawing ZK Sync in comparison to this. I don't know where you're getting this at. I'm just telling you, okay? Ethereum developers are refining. That means they already have, and they're making it more pure. That's what refining means, okay? It doesn't mean creating out of nothing. Otherwise, you'd have the word creating. When you refine something, you already have it, and you're making it more pure, okay? That's the connotation that I'm using here. They're refining a zero-knowledge protocol designed to bring stronger privacy guarantees to on-chain interactions, starting with a secret Santa-style matching system that could evolve into a broader toolkit for private coordination. Oh, look at what the rich people want to do. They're going to have their own platform that we can't see, but they can see all the shit we do, but we can't see what they do. See how this system's getting all set up in the future? Not looking pretty. The idea aims to recreate the anonymous gift exchange game on Ethereum, where participants are randomly matched without anyone learning who is sending to whom. Doing that on a transparent blockchain, however, requires several long-standing issues around randomness, privacy, and Sybil resistance. Krishchikov said the core problems are straightforward. Everything on Ethereum is visible to everyone. Blockchains do not provide true randomness, and the system must prevent users from registering multiple times or assigning gifts to themselves. The proposed protocol uses zero-knowledge proofs, ZK proofs, to verify sender-receiver relationships without revealing identities, and a transaction relayer to submit moves so individual wallets cannot be linked to actions. Oh boy, this is starting to sound pretty secrety. It's really sciencey. In the proof of concept, participants register their Ethereum address in a smart contract and commit to a unique digital signature, which blocks duplicate entries. Each participant then submits a random number to a shared list through the relayer. Because the relayer broadcasts the transactions, no one can tell which address contributed which number. Receivers encrypt their delivery details using these shared numbers. Using only their assigned counterpart can decrypt them. A participant then it's kind of like the Swiss banking system. This is what comes to my mind when I hear this. Now, I'm not a banking expert. I'm also not a financial advisor, damn it. But in the Swiss, I almost said the SWIFT system, in the Swiss banking system, from what I understand, you go into the Swiss bank, they give you a number that's on a piece of paper or something. This is the old days. I don't know how they do it now. And I really don't care. Not giving a fuck, you know. But you'd walk into this particular Swiss bank. They would ask not to see ID. Or all they do is they give you a number and tell you what your deposit is. Like if you put $3 million in there, like that's normally what I deposit. So I'll go into the bank, deposit $3 million, and get a piece of paper showing my account number and the amount in there. And if you have a safety deposit box or something, maybe that number would go on that as well. Maybe not. Maybe your safe deposit, I don't know. But whatever it is, that's how random, that's how secretive this is. So to me, in Ethereum, and Vitalik Buterin are registered out of Switzerland. What, that consensus and all that Ethereum stuff, all that stuff's registered in Switzerland. So that makes sense. They're designing. And you know what? Ethereum's been all about disguising whales, huh? Yep. It goes all the way back. Ethereum's always been trying to do sneaky shit. And here's another example of that. Now let me check the comment section because we're gonna go do a deep dive right here. So we're gonna need to come up for some air right now. Larry Conti, ZK equals secrecy. I just tripled down after holding through the dip. I'm telling you, all this crypto shit's cheap. It's not gonna last long. Everybody out there, I was telling, get a loan. But no, I'm just going to dollar cost average crypto Hulk. You're a loser. All right. Let's go to the deep dive now. So, Secret Santa, huh? Well, let's look here. ZK Sync is developed by Matter Labs. Now, let me see if I... Hold on a minute here. ZK Sync is developed by Matter Labs. Should have said, okay, founded in 2018 in Berlin, Germany. Oh, interesting. As a blockchain engineering firm focused on ZK, zero knowledge proofs. Huh. So Vitalik Buterin talks about how ZK Sync is one of the most underrated cryptos. And the Secret Santa, we just got done with the article, talks about ZK proofs. And well, here we have ZK proofs right here. It's called ZK Sync. It says zero knowledge proofs for Ethereum scaling. Well, isn't that Cryptoholic? Do you think the Secret Santa is this project? No, I think it's Buttcoin. Okay. The company emphasizes cryptographic security over validator. Oh, shit. So you know how Ripple has validators? This one doesn't have it. You're going to have cryptographic security rather than 80% of the consensus of a validator pool. Oh, got it. Now you eliminate the person and you make the science sciencey. You make the electricity and the tech and all that. That determines how shit works rather than a validator voting at an 80% level to confirm a transaction. You eliminate the person that's manipulable and just keep it science. That sounds pretty interesting. The company emphasizes, again, cryptographic security over validator-based systems, aiming for a what? Incorruptible financial infrastructure. Oh. I'm going to cherry pick this. You got a guy named Alex Glukowski. He's the one who founded. He's the inventor of ZK Sync and ZK's blockchain. He is an early Ethereum contributor since 2015. He focuses on scaling solutions like Plasma. And we talked about the Plasma network the other day. He led ZK Sync from 2019 to 2023. They got some employees here. Nana Murgison, she joined in April 2024. She came from Coinbase. Development of institutions. That's her job, to get institutions involved. Vitalik Buterin has endorsed upgrades like Atlas and Fusaka, and that's involved with ZK Sync, I think, had an Atlas upgrade, and the Fusaka is going to be for Ethereum. And this is where Vitalik Buterin chimed in like a couple months ago. Now, who are the partners? They have something called a Memento blockchain, and they're partnered with Deutsche Bank. Oh, shit. Yes, they are. The famous Deutsche Bank is their partner. Now, Deutsche Bank's not going to be working with a company if it's doing illegal shit or whatever. Hypothetically. They're working on the Dama project, Dama 2. And what is that? It's a platform for asset tokenization. Stop. Isn't it like every single day now? No, every single show, it's something about tokenization. I remember a year and a half, 2 years ago, there's two things we need to be rich: global crypto regulation and then global tokenization. Without those two, I don't care what happens to the prices. XRP goes to $5 or go back down to $1. It doesn't fucking matter. When you have those two things I talked about, that's when we're rich. A year ago, when I was talking about all this tokenization shit ready to happen, there wasn't no tokenization going on. Now, it's like every show, there's some kind of tokenization going on. This is crazy. Like, we are here right now. They are blowing this thing out right now. And whenever it happens, it does. I don't have a time frame. I can see every single fucking day I'm making videos now. There's all this tokenization shit in there all the time. So they are not wasting time with it. They are now green lighting tokenization, and they are working on that shit as fast as they can. So they got partners with Deutsche Bank. They got this tokenization platform. They're trying to transition traditional finance to on-chain. That's what they're doing with ZK Sync, taking the old school money and putting it on the new school way. Tradable, they're working with Tradable. That's a company. They're working with Chainlink. They're integrating Chainlink's CC IP data feeds. That's good. Now, they're working with the crypto that we've gone over before in this program. Oh, shit. Here it is. GVRT. GRVT. I'm sorry. Gregory Robert Victor Thomas. GRVT. We're going to deep dive that crypto as well. This is an Abu Dhabi-backed digital exchange for institutional security and privacy. Oh, so this is how the institutions do it. Okay, everybody? They get linked up with this GRVT, and they're buying and selling and shit. Nobody else can see the numbers, okay? They can go buy crypto on a wallet. They can go create a wallet, go to GVRT, buy this crypto that's not on, it's on their own private network, take their wallet, go into a Coinbase, dump millions of coins right there. See how that works? And no one saw how it came from, because an exchange acts kind of like a mixer. So that's how all this shit's done. Okay, I'm showing you all these little secrets and stuff. Why are these prices so low? I'm showing you right now, every single fucking program, I'm showing you how they're doing this shit. It's not until you get little pumps and stuff. That's not, you can't buy wealth. This is all just pump stuff. When we get global crypto regulations and then global tokenization, then the prices don't go down. So, like I said, I don't care what happens. Crypto Hulk, this thing's up 3,000%. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. It doesn't mean shit to me. Because you know what? Tomorrow or the next day, it'll be back down to zero again. Doesn't matter. So, I mean, it's good. If you caught the pump, great. Awesome. But it's not going to stay there. So we're going to go over GRVT here in a minute. Chronos. They're working with Chronos. They're working with Quark ID. They're working with Signum. Oh, Signum. That's very big, very huge-o. Now let's continue. We'll get back to that crypto here in a minute. ZK Sync bridges traditional finance with privacy-focused compliant scaling. This ZK Sync, in my opinion, is going to be big, along with the GRVT, because they're dealing with institutional money. And if they want to hide it, guess what? That means they want to spend it. They want to move that big money, and they don't want people to see. So as long as they're moving that big money, I want the crypto that's going to be moving the big money. That's why I'm buying this. I've already bought it. let's take a little look here. ZK Sync has a layer 2 ecosystem with 18 chains in it. What is the total value locked of ZK Sync system? $700 million TVL. That's almost $1 billion locked in. Doesn't sound like they're going bank. What's the value of Ripple? What'd they say? 40 million now? Ripple's worth $40 million. Well, this right here has $700 million locked in transactions. Let's continue. ZK. December 2nd, which was yesterday, what happened was ZK Sync decoding the ZK Sync surge. Vitalik's endorsement reshapes layer 2 endorse adoption. Vitalik backs the Atlas Fusaka and targets 30,000 transactions per second, unifying the elastic network liquidity. So ZK Sync, Vitalik Buterin again was talking about it, about their network and stuff like that. The Atlas and Fusaka. November 11th, Vitalik supports ZK Sync's Atlas upgrade. November 10th, 2025, ZK Sync, Starknet, and Linnea, oh, there we go with that one again, led Ethereum's layer 2 comeback. Oh my God. October 7th, 2025, ZK Sync launches the Atlas upgrade. Token. I'm just going through. Looks like on November 13th, their X account, they said it's about MasterCard insights for ZK Proof. So they're working on a project with MasterCard. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Buenos Aires, down in South America. Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires launched ZK Proof digital IDs with Quark ID for 3.6 million people. Oh, shit. And also, Abu Dhabi backs the Dirham stablecoin. So, in Abu Dhabi, the Dirham is working with ZK Sync, and they're making their stablecoin based on ZK Sync. So that's a couple governments involved with ZK Sync. That's actually pretty good. When you get a government involved in your crypto project, 2 governments involved, and a bank like Deutsche Bank, that's very positive. Then you got MasterCard working with you. That's pretty good sign. Oh, and you got Signum Bank working with you. Oh, let's not forget Anchorage Digital. What is Anchorage Digital? The first and only United States chartered crypto bank offering institutional ZK Sync access. Oh, shit. Well, that's not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. Anchorage Digital. Here is, if you want to know how big of a deal this is, let me show you the Wikipedia page. Anchorage Digital. Robert Driscoll gave a late fee. Oh, shit, you're late. But you know what? Tax-free donation. You get a free pass there, buddy. You get to skip the go to jail. You get a get out of jail free card. Anchorage Digital is a digital asset platform and infrastructure provider that deals in the holding, investing, and infrastructure for cryptocurrency. It has the first and only federally chartered cryptocurrency bank receiving approval from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. This is massive. Here's how you know ZK Sync is a wiener. Number one, I would say this. Let's forget about the Signum Bank, Deutsche Bank, Buenos Aires, and the other country involved in this, Abu Dhabi. Let's start with this. How do we know ZK Sync is the chosen one? Well, there's a bank in the United States. You might have heard of it. It's called Anchorage Digital. And it is the first and it's the only federally chartered cryptocurrency bank since 2021. Nobody else. Just this bank only is partnered up with ZK Sync. Oh, shit. Well, that's fucking amazing, Crypto Hulk. They got their license from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. And who is that? It's the United States Department of the Treasury. Let me repeat this. The United States Department of the Treasury is allowing the only crypto bank in the country to work with ZK Sync. Just saying. But Crypto Hulk, what if it's a scam? Then they've outsmarted the United States Department of the Treasury. I don't think they did that, okay? This bank, Anchorage Digital, was listen to this. Oh, shit. Whoop, 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 whoop. This bank, Anchorage Digital, that's working with ZK Sync to hold crypto and all this shit. Okay, they're partners in crime. The United States Department of Justice made a contract with Anchorage Digital, who's working with ZK Sync, for what? To be the custodian for all the digital assets seized in criminal cases. Oh, shit. Anchorage Digital is also custodying NFTs by facilitating a purchase for Visa. This is just big. Companies that invested in Anchorage Digital, KKR, Goldman Sachs, GIC, which is a Singaporean sovereign wealth fund. Now, now I'm not getting into this one, but why is Singapore always popping up into this? Could it be perhaps of Ripple Singapore? Crypto Hulk's been the only channel talking about Ripple Singapore. Now, how is Singapore mixed up with this Anchorage Digital Bank, the only bank in the country? Very interesting, Crypto Hulk, how you find this shit. Let me take some questions, comments real quick, and then we'll keep moving. John Follett, thank you very much for tax-free donation there, buddy. Okay, let's go back to the deep dive. So you got Anchorage Digital, Digital all up in this. Other banks involved, HSBC, Barclays, UBS Bank, Post Finance, I think that's Swiss Bank or something like that. Signum Bank's involved. Chainlink's involved. Taurus is involved, and they're using Standard Chartered Zodiac Custody, and that's Ripple. Just thought I put that out there. MasterCard's involved. Wow. Very, very interesting, Crypto Hulk. Let's keep going. So here's your little article. Vitalik Buterin talking about ZK proofs. Now we're going to talk about a crypto that's mixed up with ZK Sync. It's called XPLA. Now, I believe they changed the name to CONX. CONX is there, but you have to buy it, I think, as XPLA. XPLA is a Tendermint. Oh, shit, right there. Stop. The minute we heard Tendermint, I'm going to fast forward this. We'll go back to Tendermint maybe later, maybe not. Tendermint helped create with Cosmo their interoperable system. Ripple came in to Cosmo SDK with Persist, their partner, and made it even more interoperable to the whole entire world. That's what's mixed up. So you got ZK Sync has a partnership with this interoperable crypto called XPLA, and they are a Tendermint-based layer 1 blockchain. And that whole Cosmo thing, that involves like everybody in the whole fucking world. That is interoperability of the whole entire world. That's what we got going on here. This thing just got bigger and bigger. XPLA is a Tendermint-based layer 1 blockchain developed by the Com2 US group, a South Korean gaming company with over 20 years of experience, launched in 2022. It serves as a hub. Oh, you mean like a Ripple liquidity hub? Don't say it. For digital media content, emphasizing the concept of explore and play. I'll leave that one alone. The platform supports decentralized apps, Web3 gaming, NFT marketplaces, and metaverses. And when you hear metaverses, you think of the Root Network. Let's keep going. No subliminal message there. The Root Network with full EVM compatibility. EVM. That's what Ripple did with Persist. They took the Cosmo SDK and utilized Ethereum Virtual Machine to put side chains on the XRP ledger so it can handle more stuff. We like stuff. We like more stuff, especially if it's cocaine, because Crypto Hulk loves snorting it every day. 3 pounds. 3 fucking pounds a day of coke. With full Ethereum Virtual Machine compatibility and interoperability via what? Cosmo IBC. I think that stands for intra blockchain or something. And the CosmWasm. Its primary use case is to provide scalable infrastructure for game developers and secure transactions. Oh, that's what we're talking about here. Moving the money. So they're utilizing a gaming platform's ability for payments. Are we seeing? They're utilizing the gaming platform for cross-chain interactions, utilizing Ripple, Tendermint, empiricist, and all that. Cosmo. It's all coming together. XPLA aims to integrate high-quality entertainment. Well, what kind of entertainment? There's only one kind of Crypto Hulk likes. Content with blockchain, fostering a sustainable ecosystem for creators and players. I used to be a player. Recent expansions include DeFi. Oh, see how all this is coming together? They're utilizing, no one would ever know. They got this little teeny little crypto called, let's look at the name of this one again. XPLA, because it's the CONX. I don't know when the full switcheroo kind of stuff happens, but right now it's XPLA. Pretty soon it'll be CONX. I don't have a date on that exactly, but it said it rebranded. The native token, XPLA, and then in parentheses here, recently rebranded to CONX in November 2025. It's used for governance, staking, NFT transaction, and in-game economies. In collaboration with ZK Sync, XPLA launched ZX XPLA in 2024 as a high-performance Layer 2 rollup powered by ZK Stack and ZK Sync Era. Let us continue. Who invented XPLA? Some guy named Paul Kim. You know, it must be a nightmare in South Korea to try to track everybody because they're all their fucking names are Kim. Kim Jong, Paul Kim, everything's fucking Kim. What's up with that? Like in America, I don't want my name like anybody else. That's why I have Crypto Hulk channel. That's why when I was born, my parents called me Crypto Hulk. Let's look at here. Matter Labs, Caldera. They're working with Caldera. They're working with Meverse, Mevverse, M-E-V, Erse, E-R-S-E, Mevverse. Iskra, they're working with Iskra, Binance, Tabi Babylon Labs. Rebranding to Connex. In November 2025, the token and chain rebranded from XPLA to CONX, approved unanimously by the community. There you go. So everybody wanted them to do it. I'm just scrolling through. Now the XPLA, let me look at this here. Now what they say, what Grok says about XPLA or the CONX, it's going to go from a penny to $1.39 by January 1st. This is what Grok says. So now to buy Connex, you can go to crypto.com to buy it. If you download a Kepler, that's K-E-P-L-E-R wallet, then you can take it off the exchange and put it onto the Kepler wallet. Now, if you stake it, one of the $500 people, because I told all the $500 people knew all this before the show. They found out about 10 hours ago. The Kepler wallet, listen to this, lets you stake for 54% annual percentage yield. A $500 member notified me of this. Kepler wallet lets you stake it at 54% APY. Oh, my God. And then this $500 member told me I'm staking it for 21 days and he'll earn a free 1,500 tokens. Whoa. So that's the crypto right there. Now there's also a website. Let me send you this. Let me do a copy. I'm going to post this on my Crypto Hulk post section. Here's another way. If you don't want to go to crypto.com, you can go here. I'm going to post it right now. Okay, that should show up. So that crypto is very highly interactive. You can do shit with it. Let me look on my page to see if that post showed up. And then I'm going to move on. So, but I'm going to allow you to explore that. Let's go there. Post. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It says HTTPS osmosis zone, how to buy. So let me click on that. And I'll put it in the top chat right now. Yeah, get in on this, man. That's what Crypto Hulk's here, is to get you in on shit early. Before millions and billions of people jack these prices up, Crypto Hulk is designed. Now, the $500 people found out like about 12 hours ago. I let them know early. Now, remember, this show is a $10 show. After this, it goes to the $5 people, and then after that, it'll be free. So you have some time to investigate and do some shit and move some money around. You'll have about an hour and a half before the show hits the general public. But the Osmosis, discover and trade on Osmosis. So it's a crypto exchange. If you want to go check it out, I'd highly suggest it. Have some fun. You know, if you want to gamble a little, Grayscale's involved in this Osmosis thing, this digital exchange. Nascent's involved. Paradigm, Bain Capital, that's big. Bain Capital, that's very respectable. Anatoly Yakovenko is involved in this. Figment Capital. So yeah, these people are telling me, the $500 members are telling me you could stake it and earn free cryptos, and then you can get API like 54%. I'm like, what? That's fucking nuts. But okay. Let me check the comment section here real quick. YouTube just kicked me out. Total YouTube reset. You know, I've been dealing with this YouTube. I don't understand what these people's problems are. It's like the worst fucking place. It's like when you're the biggest crypto whatever in the world, like the biggest platform, you just treat people like shit. Is that what you do? Like I used to have, I don't know how it happened. Well, how it happened was this. A lot of people like just joined the channel, and then YouTube sent me somebody to help me grow the channel. Like it almost took a lot of people to join my channel to grow the channel. So like, I think, I don't know, thousands of people at one point joined the channel in a month or whatever. Okay. This was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. A lot of you guys just like joined the channel really quick, and then YouTube sent me a message. I'm not going to get into anything private because I just wanted. I told them I wouldn't tell anybody, so I'm not going to get into their tactics. But they helped grow the channel. Oh yeah, they did. It was amazing. I don't know what happened. I was only supposed to be with them for like 3 months. And that shit turned into 6 months, and then 9, and then 12 months. I was like, whoa. It was like somebody that actually worked for YouTube was a fucking trip. And I could do video calls and ask them questions. I'm like, what? And I think I had their phone number. It was amazing. And Yeah, only in this channel. So, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just weird. Somehow somebody at YouTube who's not a communist either discovered my channel or I don't know what it was. It was the strangest thing. I called and I was talking to somebody and I'm like, are you really working for YouTube and shit? And yeah, they were. It was I went into YouTube to contact them, so I know it was real. It wasn't just some scammer, some Indian scammer calling from Punjabi or something trying to rip me off. It was kind of cool. And they call up and they look at they know my numbers. They look at stuff and they know what I did and whatever. And so yeah, it was very strange. But yeah, only in this channel. All right, we are right at about 56 minutes, and I think that's good. Hold on a sec. This one, GVRT. Let me try to finish up a little bit here. The GVRT is a native utility and governance token. It's a hybrid DEX on ZK Sync. So this GVRT CONX, well, actually, this is a different one. I got two cryptos here. The H, what is that one again? We have GVRT is the one crypto. Let me look. The GVRT, that one's coming out the first quarter of 2026. So the GVRT has not come out yet. It's the CONX crypto, which just converted. That's the one we're talking about, the CONX, that you can earn the yield and staking from, or you get 1,500 tokens in a month or whatever it was, or 23 days, something like that. Now the GVRT, that one's coming out. That one you want to keep a lookout for. It's ZK Stack as its first hyperchain. It's a hyperchain, basically. It's called GRVT, Gravity. It's a hybrid decentralized exchange. So what we got is Connix, the one we just went over, the Connix crypto. That one is a digital exchange, and this one here is going to be a central exchange. It combines the experience of a central exchange like a Robinhood. But this will be so ZK Sync will have two decentralized exchanges. Right now it has one. That is the Connix crypto we just talked about, CONX. That's the first one. It's a crypto and it's also a digital decentralized exchange. This one is also, it'll be their second, ZK Sync second decentralized exchange. Supposedly January, February, March, this one's going to launch. So this coin's probably going to come out then. I just like to keep you ahead early. So if you wanted to write that down and keep your eye on it, then if you let me know, like if you find it, buy it, let us know, and then I'll broadcast the fuck out of it. But it'll be on a major announcement. It won't be on some little exchange where everybody gets scammed. The primary use case, oh God, here we go. Listen to this one. The other exchange that CONX, this one's different because it deals, GRVT deals with derivatives. Oh, shit. The primary use case of this decentralized exchange is derivatives trading and investing. Oh my God, that's right. That's all the money. That's going to be massive right here. Users can trade crypto, perpetuals, options, and tokenized real-world assets. With central exchange level performance, but without counterparty risks. Your funds remain self-custodial in users' wallets. It also supports passive investing through what? Peer-to-peer on-chain marketplace, where strategy managers deploy transparent blockchain visible algorithms and users earn yields up to 80%. Oh my, are you hearing this? Holler if you hear me. Users can earn up to 80% in hedge fund vaults with low drawdowns. Oh man. GRVT emphasizes institutional adoption, by enabling privacy for large trades, cross-chain access. They're talking about BSC, Arbitrum, Solana, Tron. Oh man, this you guys, welcome to the future. This is Crypto Hulk. I'm showing you what your future is. If you choose to accept it, you'll be disgustingly rich. If you can hang in there and watch my 1-hour programs, you will be disgustingly rich. Right now, it says here, as of December 2025, GRVT has crossed 8 billion in total trading volume, with a total value locked of $1.4 billion. It looks like you got, who made it? An ex-Goldman Sachs guy made this crypto decentralized exchange. Another ex-Goldman Sachs is the chief technology officer. He also used to work at Oanda, O-A-N-D-A. I remember that. I think that's some kind of ripple of something or other. The Oanda, I think, something like that. We talked about that one like a couple years ago. Now, the people involved in this GRVT, listen to who they're from. Goldman Sachs, Facebook's Meta, Binance, OKX, Bybit, Bullish, NCC. You have a guy from Delphi Digital as an advisor. And of course, Alex Glukowski of Matter Labs. He's one of the developers of ZK Sync. And they made Hyperchain and Atlas Upgrade. So Matter Labs with ZK Sync, they're the ones who created the thing called Hyperchain and Atlas Upgrade for ZK Sync. The GRVT Alliance has 30 members. The company's worth $540 million. Oh, shit. Says here, their valuation at $540 million. Oh, shit. Backed by Abu Dhabi's Sovereign Wealth Fund, Mubadala. So they got the Arabs dumping shit tons of money in there. I'm telling you what, man. That's the one. Both of these cryptos. It sounds to me, I don't know, both of them are huge. Once they get going. Okay, GRVT, the ticker is GRVT, is the native utility and governance token for GRVT ecosystem. A hybrid DEX on ZK Sync. Its primary use case is to facilitate governance like voting and shit, incentivize liquidity provisions through staking rewards, enable fee discounts on trading, unlock premiums, does a whole bunch of shit, everybody. As of December 2nd, the token has not been launched yet, okay? So if you see something out there, it's fake, all right? Just let's not turn this into another seal coin. They're having a token generation event Q1 2026. So somewhere between January, February, and March of 2026, they're going to release GRVT. Put that on your radar. Save up your lunch money. Now this right here, they're going to have a 20 to 22% of supply allocated for airdrops and community rewards. Now, there is fake GRVT tokens out there right now. It's called Greed Vertical on Ethereum. So anything that right now is looking like GRVT, please don't buy it. Or you just wrote the word sucker on your forehead. Where to buy GRVT? You cannot buy the official GRVT token. It has not launched. This is according to Grok. Okay, those are the two cryptos that we went over right there. So scoop them up if you want. Don't. But this is all the ZK Sync ecosystem I wanted to show you. And it all stems from this Vitalik Buterin talking about ZK Sync, and now they're coming up. So here is your Ripple connection to all this. The Connix crypto that is mixed up with Tendermint. This is Ripple right here with Persist, with Cosmos. Cosmos SDK came from like Tendermint. So here's your Ripple connection right in there. I'm not going to explain all this. I don't have time. And that's GRVT. Your Connix. All right, there's your, if you want to go find the Connix on CoinGecko, here's that. And the other one, like I said, it's not released yet, so there's nothing to show. I showed you the Anchorage Digital, the Osmosis site where you can buy the Connix. And let me click out of the Ripple one. Asset-backed finance, deep dive. What is that one? ZK Sync. Okay, we got that done. Ethereum coders. All right, that is all that I have for this morning's show. All right, that'll do it. Good luck with that crypto. You got two solid cryptos, the Connix and the ZK Sync, and the GRVT will be out next month. So with that, I'll see you on the PM show.